Hi, and welcome to Author Uncut. I'm your host and author, Patrice Williams Marks. Welcome back. Today I'll be discussing combining genres, which goes by the names of hybrid genre, cross-genre, genre blending, and doing this successfully within your novels and screenplays. But first, if you enjoy my podcast, I'd be so grateful if you spread the word by leaving a rating and a review. Author Uncut can be found wherever you enjoy listening to your podcast. So, what exactly is hybrid genres? Well, according to wisegeek.com, the link is in the show notes, by the way, a hybrid genre refers to, quote, a combination of two or more stylistic theme categories. In these works, certain guidelines are followed and common features of each genre are present within the work or group of works. Examples of hybrid genre fiction might include a science fiction horror novel or a romantic suspense novel. End quote. Here are a few more examples. Cowboys and Aliens. Remember that film? It's a film that mixes a Western theme with sci-fi and aliens. One of my favorites, An American Werewolf in London, which combines monster, werewolf, horror genre with comedy. I remember that was so amazing and so different when it first came out. I still love that film. Oh, here's another one that's really good. It's a Swedish film called Let the Right One In. What a fantastic film. It was about a bullied young boy who ends up becoming friends with the young girl next door who happens to be a vampire. So it combines horror with first love genre. Want a more recent one? How about Get Out, which combines satire with horror. An example of a hybrid genre novel can be found from a 1950s Japanese novel entitled Enter Ice Age 4 by Kobo Abe. It combines, get this, horror, politics, supercomputers, mystery, genetic engineering, and post-apocalyptic life. Wow! And surprisingly, it works. Want more examples? I provided a link in the show notes to Publishers Weekly Top 10 Genre-Bending Titles. Writers combine genres because they've identified a real niche, something that hasn't been done before in quite the way they're writing it. That's the key. So, how does a writer go about successfully combining genres that their audience will get, appreciate, or even crave? Well, number one, when creating a hybrid, make sure you don't just slap two genres together just for the sake of blending. This may confuse and/or jar your audience who won't get it. Number two, pick genres that are naturally a good fit for each other, like fantasy and horror. A good example of this is Underworld, Constantine, with one of my favorite actors, Keanu Reeves, and Krampus. Two more genres that go together is a science fiction and horror. Think of The Fly, Alien, Attack of the Mushroom People. Yes, that's a real film. Look it up. It might even be on YouTube. Number three, consider your reader or viewer very carefully. What will they be expecting? You still have to work within the conventions of each genre. Otherwise, your audience will feel cheated and/or confused. That's why it's best to pick genres that complement each other. Now, the final point I'd like to make on genre blending is this, and this is my fourth point. Remember that story and character development must come first before genre. Let your characters tell you where they want to go, and you'll naturally find the genres or genre. Make sure the story breathes and develops first and foremost. So, what is your favorite genre hybrid, movie, or novel? Let me know by visiting my Anchor.fm page, the link is in the show notes, and click on the button Send Voice Message to leave me a voicemail. I may just use your voicemail in a future podcast. Join me next time when I discuss cancel culture. Exactly what is it? Is it a good thing or should it be canceled? If you enjoyed this podcast, I'd be grateful if you spread the word by leaving a rating and a review. It really does help other listeners find me. And don't forget to tell your family and friends. Author Uncut can be found on Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and wherever you enjoy listening. Want to suggest a show episode or get in touch? Visit me at authoruncut.com or send me an email at mailbag@patricewilliamsmarks.com. And finally, to join our email list, go to authoruncut.com. Until next time, write on.